Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, RogueWraith, coming at you with not an Apex Legends video this time. No. Instead, we are doing a setup tour. We're doing a Q&A because, oh my god, thank you very much. We hit the 10,000 subscriber mark here on YouTube. It was honestly, it's been a blast. It's been a privilege. It's been an honor to make content. We're not going to be stopping anytime soon. And yeah, I know I hit 10,000 a little bit ago, maybe like 3-4 weeks, and I'm sorry. Life then and up until now has kind of been hell. Not with videos. No, I'm still enjoying myself. Apex is, well, Apex, and everybody has their bad days, but I have literally just had a bad time, okay? Going through stuff just at work, full-time job type of deal. I got a torn meniscus. Things aren't going not going the way for Rogue outside of content creation. So that being said, I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have shown to me, to my family, to everybody. It's been a privilege, okay? It's been an absolute freaking blessing in disguise just to be able to make content and actually change some people's views on Apex, change some people's lives. I don't know. I met some great people during the way, and that is what I am thankful for here today. So without further ado, we're gonna dive into the setup tour. I apologize. It's a little much. It's not that well organized, but you know, hopefully you all enjoy. So sit back, enjoy the ride. Let's dive right into it. Fair.
Who the freak do you think you are?
Flush. Go team.
Oh no! Is that first team? It is a first team, dude. It's a foul. Watch out, they're dropping.
Stuck him.
Good stick.
He hits. Knocked.
It's only one person left, I think, right? Right here. I'm not moving.
Dead. All right, y'all. So I really don't know how to start off this whole setup tour, but we're gonna dive into it with the most important question, or I should say the one question I get asked the most is how the heck did I do my wall behind me? So the wall is really quite simple. It's actually really simple. You just take some LED lights, you hang them up, and then you basically glue polyfill, which is just stuff you stuff into pillows. Really simple. It's easy. It's got a nice cool effect. I just have the lights fading in and out with a strobe effect, so it looks cool. It's unique. It's different. It's not nano leaves, and I think it helps it stand out. The door that you see the sound panels on, it's just noise canceling, soundproofing panels, right? Not even soundproofing, but noise isolation. Helps make the voice nice and crispy. That gets collected by my mic. That way there's no ricocheting around. Just gets as best audio quality as we can get. Everything that is on the desk, though, this is what is nice and important. That desk is obviously different than, you know, the one that I have all my monitors on. And the reason for that is when I'm doing my engineering work, I actually need a little bit more space to put stuff. But that's also where I do my creative ideas. So obviously the black notebook there, that is what we're using for all of our different ideas. We got obviously the Scuf box back there, both for the EXO and the Scuf impact controller, as well as my GPU that I have in my computer, as well as my mouse. So I'm actually a huge fan of HyperX mice? Yes. Anyways, mouse, right? So I actually have a HyperX Pulsefire FPS Pro. That is the mouse that I use whenever I am playing any kind of MNK. I've been using it for quite a while now. Yeah, it's just nice and enjoyable. Obviously, the PlayStation 4, the Pro, I did actually end up putting a solid state drive in that thing just because it needed a little bit extra speed, a little bit extra power. I highly recommend it. If you play on console, solid state drive might not be the best. Well, it might actually be a really good idea of going about doing that. So, moving down into the desk. Now, bear with me, okay? It's not fully complete. Again, I rent. The cable management is horrendous because I rent, okay? Naturally, I would just drill some holes, cut some holes out, and just put these into the wall. That's how I would do it. I'm an engineer. The wire is driving me nuts, so don't rip me a new one for that. I'm begging you, okay? Of course, right? So, obviously, the monitors, right? The masterpiece, what we play all of our games on. So, that there is actually a BenQ monitor. It is a 240 hertz monitor because I'm actually able to run quite a bit with the GPU that I have, which is actually a 3070. I got it really early on before all the prices basically got hiked up and I got really lucky, right? Got obviously the RogueWraith logo on there. And then over down here, of course, we have a Corsair keyboard. I actually really like the Corsair product line, and a lot of that, especially when we go into my computer, yeah, it tells a story. I love Corsair products. The mouse pad, I normally have a RogueWraith mouse pad down on the desk. It's actually a lot bigger than this one, but unfortunately, that was cleaned today. It got dirty. I spilled some coffee on it before I made this video, and that was kind of upsetting. So that's currently drying outside right now. The Shure SM7B microphone. This is a GoXLR microphone. It's a fantastic mic, okay? Fantastic. How we get the nice crispy sound, make sure the voice comes out nice and crystal clear, as well as it's a cloud lifter, right? So it's not technically a cloud lifter, but it's kind of one that acts the same. So it basically boosts the gain up with just some voltage that runs through it, right? We have the GoXLR, right? Our mix amp that kind of goes back into everything. The only reason we really run that, you know, we got some nice little sound effects, you know, like the Broken Law on YouTube sound effect.
Welcome to the Rogue Nation. You're beautiful.
Yeah, we have that. Obviously, that's basically what we can do. So we have different things that we can run out of here. We got my mic audio, music, my voice chat, as well as a system that I can kind of switch back and forth on. I have a Scuf impact controller, right? If we pick this thing on up over here, right, so you can see it. Scuf impact. We got Control Freaks on here. These were limited edition Destiny 2 Control Freaks when I was still playing back in the day. Had these things for like 4 years. They're finally starting to lose their traction and their grip on it, so that's quite unfortunate. We do rock the 4 pedals on the back. Everybody asked me this question as well. So, right, this is in my left hand right now. This one right here, this is going to be my crouch button. This would be my health, and then going over the middle one on the other side is going to be my interact button, as well as my jump, okay? Everything that I do play wired. It's fantastic. It is the way to go. Of course, we have our ring light that we have up there. Not a ring light. It's just our standard light. It's like a design light that we got off of Amazon. It's a fantastic one. A bunch of other sound panels that are on the walls all over the place, right? All kinds of different panels everywhere. Panels everywhere. Back to my pretty face. Where did the cat go? The cat just walked in here. We got to, of course, get a picture of the cat. Everybody loves a cat cam, right? Give me 1 second. If the cat doesn't just run out of the stinking room. No, come back. Okay, never mind. You're out of luck. Cat ran out of the room. But yeah, that's basically what we have. And then, of course, if we dive into and we turn this thing around, right? We have our other monitor. So I do, from time to time, dabble into some 4K games. So this is actually a 4K 60 hertz monitor that I was playing on when I was selling my PlayStation. This is just an ASUS 4K monitor. It's just like 1 millihertz response time. And then we got the pride and joy, my PC that I actually built all on my own, okay? The specs are gonna be in the description if you wanna check that out. It's pretty bulky, okay? It's a tank. It is my pride and joy. I never once built a laptop like this ever before, right? I never once dabbled into it. And whenever I first started getting into PC gaming, I really wanted to build it. And we got really, really lucky with the prices, luckily. So, yeah, that's basically it. I am a very simple person when it comes to things that I need in my setup. It's a lot. Everything that I've essentially purchased was supported through the stream. I take everything that I get and I dump it back into it. Whether it's emotes for the Twitch streams, whether it comes down to audio sounds, audio production, different video ideas, different templates. I do everything. Like most of the stuff I try to just dump back to make sure that I'm able to provide as best quality as possible. So that is what we have. Oh man, did she come back into the room? Did I tell you cats were jerks? Have I answered that question yet? Anyways, spoiler alert, cats are jerks. But dive into the Q&A. Appreciate you running around my room. We will have another setup tour once we move into an actual house and we're not renting, because I have like a little tiny dungeon that I go to right now. And that is all we really have. So I'm gonna send you off to the Q&A. Alrighty then, we want to slide into that Q&A, learn a little bit about me. Well, I'm ready to share a little bit. So we're going to start with the easy questions first, because they're quick and easy answers, and we'll kind of get into the deeper, more thoughtful answers near the end. So first one, best pet, cat or dog? I stand by this. It is 100% a dog. That is man's best friend for a reason. They are loyal. Cats, they're kind of a-holes. I'm not going to lie. They're just kind of jerks. They do their own thing. But I don't have a dog right now. I rent. And with the amount of travel that I like to do, Dog, not really the best thing right now. I don't want to have to worry about a sit or anything. Instead, we have a cat. I used to be allergic to cats. I am no longer allergic. I have a cat, okay? And I say I because my lady, my better half, wanted a cat. I didn't want a cat, but she said I could name the cat. So fun story, I named the cat Compromise. Yes, Compromise. I'm not joking at all, okay? She wanted a cat. I didn't want a cat. So we got a cat. I named her Compromise. That is the compromise, right? I think that's funny, but I am being serious. Best pet dog, but we have a cat. My hobbies outside of gaming is actually a fun one. I was a golfer in college. I'm a pretty good golfer. I'm a really good golfer. Not so much anymore. You know, the whole torn meniscus type of deal. That's not really fun. Kind of hinders that a little bit, but I golf. I'm a semi-pro paintball player. My best that I ever was, I was like a Division 4 deep like paintball player. Played in a few tournaments. Never did extremely well. I just kind of did my own thing. I just wanted to be there and have fun. And I love to travel, love to hike, love to fish. I love to do outdoorsy stuff and kayak. Those are kind of my hobbies, but traveling is the biggest thing. My highest kill game inside of Apex Legends is 25 kills. I believe that was in season 0 of Apex Legends before they started doing the stat tracking. Absolutely just fragged out. It was absolutely amazing. Highest damage I've ever had as well was also season 0. And when I say I farmed, I farmed. It was like a 6K damage game, all on PS4, all before stat tracking was a thing. But since then, stat tracking, 5,800 and then 25 kills. Those are my highest as of right now. My first subs, my boys Jorge, Alejo, Carlos. Those are my first 3 subs, both on Twitch and YouTube. They supported me through all this. They got me going. They pushed me in order to start streaming again. And I'm forever thankful to them as well. Yes, you know me as RogueWraith or Rogue or Wraith. My real name is actually Jacob or Jake. And no, I swear to God, it is not Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning. Yes, I have gotten that in public whenever people ask for a name for any kind of food order. It is annoying. I no longer use Jake in public for that reason. But call me whatever, honestly. Favorite flavor ice cream, 100% Toffee Crunch. I love sugar. I love ice cream. Toffee Crunch is the best, but the best milkshake, because I can say that, is definitely strawberry. Don't know why. I just like it. It's not chocolate. It's not vanilla. It's just something different. It's different. Okay. There we go. Is it possible to go pro in Apex? Yes, it is still possible to go pro in Apex, but technically pro is competing at the professional level. You don't have to be signed to an organization to do that. You can sign up for something like ALGS or GLL and compete in these tournaments, but you got to have a squad. There's a bunch of different stuff. If you just Google ALGS sign up, season 2, or I should say chapter 2 or year 2 of ALGS was just announced. Google that. You can sign up. You got to get a full team. Of course, you got to be, on PC or on console with 0.4% aim assist, right? The PC version of aim assist. And honestly, I would recommend doing that anyways, because 0.6 is really broken. Just saying. But broken in the way that it actually almost hinders you than helps you. I'm telling you, 0.4 is probably the way to go, especially if you're going to be playing in ALGS or anything pro. Yes, you can still go pro in tournaments. Was adding a face cam beneficial to streaming? Well, easy answer is just look at any of the big streamers out there. Do they use a face cam? The answer is an overwhelming yes. It is helpful to have a face cam. Does it immediately jumpstart your career? No, but people are looking for interaction. They're looking for a personality, somebody to engage with, not just gameplay. You have to be a little bit unique, okay? You gotta have a personality to do that. Yes, face cam is definitely recommended. It helps. But you can also use your phone. There's apps you can download. I did that for the longest time. Use my phone as a webcam. Highly recommend doing it. It's a great option in order to do so. Has anybody recognized me out in public? Well, yeah, duh. My parents, of course. My better half, my friends. No, nobody's actually recognized me in public. I've actually run into a few people who know me inside of Apex Legends, which I think is really cool. It was kind of surreal there for a bit. I always love running into people. If you know me, honestly, if you actually see me and meet me, just come say hi. I'd appreciate it. Make my day. It would really make my day. I ain't gonna lie on that one, but yeah, do it. Hopefully one day, maybe we grow to a really big state and you just, you know, like flocking. Who knows? All right, so now we dive into the meatier questions, right? You know, what got me started into streaming? What's the origin of my channel? You know, do you have to have support? And then do I plan on doing this in the future? What's the end goal, right? All these questions, we're just gonna kind of dive in and just kind of knock them out all together, right? So, origin of the channel. I was actually originally a Destiny content creator as well. I was doing Trials of Osiris carries back in college. Did it on the weekend. It was fun. I had people come around, but I was not prepared for it to be a full-time job. It was tough to do. I wasn't ready. And eventually we ended up stopping. Just started playing some video games just in my free time, had more fun with it. Kind of started to enjoy video games a little bit more. And that's the biggest thing and why I wanted to do it anyways, right? Video games to me were always a center point, right? Somebody who struggles with anxiety and depression on a daily basis. Hence the slogan, show courage by seeking help in your darkness. It's always best. And there's always a brighter side around the corner. There truly is. And I fully stand by that, right? But video games was something I could come back to. I could enjoy. I could hang out and just kind of do on my own time. But I was always alone doing it. Nobody really got me. My girlfriend didn't think so. My parents didn't understand video games. Nobody got video games. I just enjoyed it. It was something I was good at. I had fun doing it. Fast forward, okay, a few years, we had COVID happen, okay? And I didn't know where I was gonna go with a full-time job. I didn't know if I was gonna get laid off. Money was tight. I'm like, what do I wanna do? I'm good at video games. Do I wanna start streaming? And my boys, who were the first subscribers, right? They're like, just start streaming, see what happens, right? Talk to my lady. I'm like, hey, I wanna give content creation a try. And having support is extremely important because it is a lonely thing. If you don't have support, you got to make a lot of sacrifices. You stop seeing friends. You stop playing with people you've had in the past. And yeah, I regrettably have done that. I enjoyed playing with the boys, but end goals, meeting new people, networking, doing different things, I had to expand the roots a little bit. And they still come by the streams from time to time. Are we as close? No, and I regret that. But sacrifices do have to be made when it comes to full-time jobs. So this is what I plan on doing. This is what I want to do full-time. I consider myself halfway decent at. I enjoy doing it. If things aren't going well during the day, I come home, I hang out with my lady, have some dinner, we talk, we do, you know, fun stuff together, right? We go on vacations. But when you come on stream, it's so interesting and nice meeting different people as well and hearing their stories and sharing experiences and then making videos for you all. Like, that's fantastic to me. That's what I enjoy doing, and that's what I want to do in the future. We're at 10K right now. I've never thought we would ever get to this point. Anything is possible at this point with, you know, this love and support of not only you guys and you all. My family's now kind of getting behind me on it. My lady's always been behind me on it. My brother's there. It's just a fun time, and that's what I want to keep doing. That's what I plan on doing. And I hope everybody can enjoy the ride and share that with me, right? The Wraith part of this, right? Whether it was, you know, full-time engineering, whether it was content creation, my dream car has always been a Rolls-Royce Wraith. That's my dream car. If streaming works out, right? I can afford that. I think that was a success, right? So I wanted to put that in to my name. That is the dream car. That is the goal. If I can get to that point to where I can afford something like that at the end of the day, it's fantastic. Rogue, Wraith. Throw them together. It's just extremely convenient that Wraith is also a character in Apex Legends, which is the video game that I obviously have started playing so much, right? That was it. That's what I wanted to do. And it was fun, and I enjoyed doing it a lot. So I didn't play a lot of video games when I was growing up, right? Honestly, when I was in high school, that's when I really first started FPS shooters. Modern Warfare 2, yeah, you remember those lobbies. That's where I started, right? I played an hour a night. I was on PlayStation 3. It was an hour a night. That is it. That is all I played for 3 years. Then I went to college, stopped playing for 2, got into my junior year, started hammering out Titanfall FPS, right? It's fantastic. I enjoyed it. And eventually we started moving on. We played some Destiny. We did some Destiny 2. We did some Fortnite for a bit. And then towards the, you know, season 3, season 4, season 5 of Fortnite, Apex Legends came out. My boy's like, hey, let's dive into this. I think this would be something you would like, something you would enjoy. I'm like, I mean, I haven't seen anything. I'm like, sure, we'll play. I was an hour 1 player of Apex Legends and have really never stopped. I took a little hiatus in season 3. You can't really blame me. Season 3 was like 4 or 5 months long. The thing was just a nightmare of just dead content. But we got through it. We came back. We've been grinding ever since, and it's been a fantastic, it's been an enjoyable ride. A lot of the games I played when I was younger, though, was just Atari, Sonic, like Streets of Rage, some MLB games. Like, that was it. I didn't play a lot of FPS. That really started like exclusively in high school and then into college. My favorite anime, because I didn't answer this before, and everybody always asks me this. Do you watch anime? No, not really. You know, between engineering, working 50 hours a week, and then doing streaming and making videos, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch TV. And, well, my lady, she's not really necessarily cool about watching anime. That's not one of her favorite genres. But I would say animes that I have watched in the past: Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I know it just kind of depends on what you consider an anime. I love watching those. Avatar: The Last Airbender was fantastic. Seen a little bit of Naruto or Naruto, whatever you want. Listen, everybody just absolutely kills me whichever way I pronounce it. That's what I'm going with. Okay, those are my favorite. I enjoyed watching them, and yes, I plan on watching Attack on Titan. Somebody has told me that I really need to watch that as well. When it comes to work-life balance in school, everybody always asks me this question as well. How do you like balance it all? You lose a lot of sleep, I'll tell you that much. Between work, I work 50 hours a week. I come home, I eat dinner, I hang out with my lady. If it's a streaming night, I start getting ready at 7. I stream from 7 basically to 11, usually after, because I have a problem. Then I stop and I go right into making videos. I will make videos from as soon as my stream is done until about 12:30 or 1 in the morning. I go to bed, right? I wake up at 5 in the morning. I start making videos again, and then I go to work at 7. It is a never-ending process. I haven't had a really good amount of sleep in a long time because there's never, like, there's always stuff to be doing. There's always content to make, right? That's what we do, okay? We just do it. We sacrifice it. There's a lot of sacrificing that you have to make. And when it comes to life balance, right? Wednesdays, date night, guaranteed. I'm not streaming, not playing video games, nothing like that. And if you don't see me streaming, I'm probably not playing video games. On the weekends, I have my community nights where I play with the viewers, right? Outside of that, I'm really not playing. I'm either making videos, I'm outside doing things, I'm getting stuff taken care of around the house. That is it. That is work-life balance. When it comes to engineering, there's not a whole lot of, fun time. When I said sacrifices, you have to make sacrifices. But yes, that is the Q&A. We plan on doing more of these in the future. We're setting some new goals. I don't know if it's going to be 50,000 or 100,000, but if there's any questions left to be had after this video, if I missed any, please leave them in the comments section. I'd love to answer some more. I'd love to get to know you. Again, if you appreciated the video, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. If you want to consider subscribing, fantastic. I love you all. I appreciate you so very, very much. If you want to join the Rogue Nation, support even more, we do have that join button down below. Basically like an extra subscription, okay? It's not required by any means. There's a few perks that go along with it, but again, it's not mandatory. Just got to throw it in there. Just remind everybody that it actually exists, and hope everybody enjoys the rest of your day. It's been your boy Rogue. Stay safe, stay beautiful, stay healthy. Most importantly, peace and bless. It's been your boy Rogue, and I'm out.